Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Amy.
So we have another special guest with us, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and what she does.
Sure. So my name is Krista Gauthier. I am the the director of the IMSE Foundation and the founder of Dyslexic Edge.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So I actually wear two hats. Well, really three. I started all of this as a mama bear, right? So my
Yep.
18-year-old is dyslexic. He is now a freshman in college, but it's been quite a journey. And when Cam was first diagnosed, it really, I dove in, I learned everything I could.
Right.
And I was very struck by the fact that so many kids don't have access. Right. So even with the fact that I was a former educator, I could help Cam navigate the system. Even with all that, we struggled. And when I thought about all the kids who, are born into families who don't understand it, don't have access, don't have means, I really wanted to start something that made a difference there. And so I founded Dyslexic Edge. And Dyslexic Edge is a strength-based program. We do after school. We do literacy intervention and STEM enrichment,
Okay.
with the idea of not only providing kids with that literacy intervention that they so desperately need, but also to show them where they shine, right? And so that STEM component introduces them to things that they don't normally get in elementary school, right?
Okay.
The things that show them where they are great, where they excel, right? So robotics and chemistry and space and things like that. And we're a big believer in the fact that you can't be what you don't see, right? And so
Okay.
to expose these kids to, we have NASA come speak, we have all these
Wow.
organizations that
Okay.
support us, and really giving these kids a vision into what they could be. Fast forward a bit, a year ago, I was invited to be the executive director of the IMSE Foundation, so the Institute for Multisensory Education. Decided that they really wanted to push their mission forward, and they started a nonprofit. And so I'm the executive director of that foundation.
Wow. So
You're
when
busy.
you talk about combining, so it's OG or it's literacy support and STEM. The STEM side is not just bringing in people who can provide the lecture, but maybe some hands-on things for them to do because that's how our kids learn.
Well, that's exactly right. So the STEM curriculum that we developed at Dyslexic Edge, it includes so much. It's everything from kitchen chemistry to space exploration to environmental, even like the science of music. Our kids in Washington, D.C. are now actually working on creating their own food, right?
Wow.
So sort of bringing in this
Okay.
kind of like, let's do some invention and innovation. And so we bring in speakers, but it is also that hands-on component. I mean, these kids, especially kids who struggle to read,
Yeah.
right? More than double the time is spent on reading in the elementary level as any other
Right.
subject, right?
Right.
So if that's where you struggle, right, then you're going to sort of falsely adopt this belief that you can't learn or that you're
Right.
not smart.
Right.
And so our goal is to say, like, yeah, we're going to help you with that reading piece. We're going to give you what you need, but we're also going to show you that you are indeed a lifelong learner.
Right.
And so what we did is by partnering with the IMSE Foundation, we created the Book Spots and Beyond program. And so it's taking what we've learned in DC with Dyslexic Edge, and it's now bringing it to the national stage. And so we're talking with people in about 5 or 6 different cities where we can implement this after school program for more kids.
So you would open up physical locations in other places. Do you all ever do any of this virtually for people who don't have access?
So we don't yet do it virtually. We have gotten that request, so that is on sort of the burner, so to speak, to explore. But we do look for those physical locations. We're partnered with organizations. One of the things, in fact, I'm talking at 2 p.m. today about strategic partnership.
Okay.
Because one of the things I've learned is we can't all do it.
Right.
Like not one person can do it. So in implementing Book Spots and Beyond around the nation, we're looking for those boots on the ground organizations, nonprofits, tutoring centers. We've been in after school program, affordable housing. We've been with Title I schools, right? So we have a model that can be plugged in to where it's most needed.
That's amazing.
That is really cool. So these centers you're looking to open up nationwide?
We are. So we currently are based in Washington, D.C., but we're talking with organizations in Kansas City, Michigan, LA, San Francisco. So our goal by the fall of 2026 is to be in 5 other cities
Uh-huh.
around the nation,
Uh-huh.
and we're always looking for people wanting to partner with us.
You might need Texas.
I was going to say, are any of them in Texas?
I have not talked to Texas yet, so I would love to
So
talk
we
more.
have a big Texas following. So
Yes,
hopefully they hear
yes.
you today and somebody says, let's do this. That
Now,
would be
is
amazing.
it strictly schools, or can you do tutoring centers, or
Tutoring centers, after school programs, right? Boys and girls clubs,
Uh-huh.
libraries, tutoring centers. Our biggest partner in DC is called Affordable Homes and Communities. So we're actually in affordable home locations.
Wow.
So we've like brought it right to the kids who need it. And so like I said, we've created a very nimble program that can plug in, right? And we can customize it to wherever we are, whether it be a school, which tends to be a bit more structured. But one of the benefits of that is that we provide the training at no cost, right? So if people are like, we really want to be OG trained, we use the IMSE curriculum, and we pay for that training. And so it's sort of a twofold, right? We get to have that exponential effect by having teachers then bring it to their classrooms or to their tutoring, but also getting to those kids that need it.
Right. So. Wow, that's incredible. I love everything that I've heard.
Thank you.
So the training that you provide, the IMSE.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm sorry. Your day through. That training you provide, is that certification training? Is it multi-year training? Like how does that look?
Yeah, so again, we keep it pretty flexible because, and the reason I say that is that sometimes we talk to organizations or school districts, right, where nobody's been trained yet, right, and so we start with that 30-hour OG training that IMSE offers. Sometimes we get people who are like, I've already done the training, but now I want to be certified, and so we cover. Not only do we cover the cost of the practicum, which leads to certification. But we provide on-site, in-person practicum supervision, right? So we're able to do whatever people need. Sometimes people are like, I don't necessarily want to be certified and do the practicum, but I'd love to continue on with my training and do morphology, right? And we cover that cost, right? So we work with wherever we are to get them what they need.
That's nice.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So maybe somebody's hearing this and they want to make a collaboration or a partnership, or maybe we have parents that just want some more information. How can they find out more?
Absolutely. So the way to reach out is you can go to our website. It's IMSE Foundation, so IMSEfoundation.org, or they can email me at Krista@IMSEfoundation.org.
And that's Krista.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. And then you said your son is dyslexic. When did you find out he was dyslexic?
So that's kind of interesting journey because we pretty much knew after first grade, but like so many parents, we struggled to get the official diagnosis, right? So we knew there was a deficit. We found a tutor who confirmed that deficit, but to get the diagnosis was extremely hard.
Yeah.
And so the official diagnosis didn't come until 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So we did all the interventions, 2nd, 3rd grade. We fought the school every single year to try to do the screening again. And when we finally just said, forget it, we'll just do private testing.
Yeah.
Not only was it discovered that he was dyslexic, but profoundly dyslexic, despite what the school kept telling us was not a problem. So,
interesting, isn't it, huh?
Yes. So, and that's why I started what I started, because even with all my background, right, it was a fight.
Yeah.
Every single day. And so I think about all those parents who just don't have, don't have the resources. Right. So we wanted to be that place.
And I love that you're a resource for them. I mean, they may not have had knowledge then, but if they're listening, now they have knowledge of it.
Right.
That's exactly right.
And that's our goal here with this podcast too, is to share resources with anybody who's listening. Parents, teachers, practitioners. We want as much information as possible to get out there to them.
Right, because it's all about democratizing this, right? Like it's all about creating equal access. It strikes me just how it's just not right that you have to have the money or right. It's like every kid should be screened. Every kid should have access to what they need to thrive.
Well, we talk about FAPE, free and appropriate public education. It's hardly free when you have to go outside of public ed to get what you need.
Well, and I
Exactly
think
right.
that's too. It stems back to the schools not having the proper training
Mhm.
and or the buy-in of what
Right.
dyslexia really is and why it needs to be remediated.
Right.
Right.
And what's interesting too is a lot of our partners in the DC region, are STEM companies. And the reason is because they see these kids as their future workforce.
Yes, that's
And
exactly right.
Renee, we're in the fourth industrial revolution. It's a time of innovation, quantum physics, AI, like all of these things that the dyslexic brain is so well suited to tackle.
Mhm.
And this whole thing came about because my husband, who's an aerospace engineer, actually said to me one day, he goes, maybe I can't get engineers because the kids who would become engineers never get to me.
Yeah.
Right. And so we talk about filling that pipeline, but we don't have enough kids to fill it. We
Right.
don't give them what they need.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
All right. Well,
this has been fun.
yeah, this has been
informative.
great. I
Thank you.
really appreciate that you took your time to come over here and kind of talk a little bit about this, and looking forward to hearing more. Looking forward to seeing it happen in Texas.
No, it will happen in Texas. We'll make sure it happens.
There
in
you
Texas.
go. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
That's good. Dr. Treatise, is that who that is? Tritus? I don't